Hey there. Today is post-op day 17. I did not do a video yesterday. Um, I did, it seemed like a lot of stuff yesterday, but then when I looked back and actually thought about it, it really wasn't that much. The first thing I did before I ate or drank anything yesterday was change my bag, because it had been, like I said, very itchy and just a little bit sore. So I wanted to go ahead and change it. And they say to change it first thing before you've eaten or drank anything, especially like coffee or anything that's gonna make you produce or start noticing stool coming out. Well, that didn't seem to be the case for me. It took me at least an hour to change my bag. I cannot explain to you my frustration that I went through. Everything was going good. I was cleaning. I use Ivory soap and paper towels to clean around the site, and was just getting ready to start rinsing, because afterwards you take just paper towel, like damp paper towels, and get all the soap off. And it started producing, and I was like, okay. So I'm like wiping it away, and Mom's standing there holding the trash bag, and then I'm wiping away a little bit more and a little bit more, and it doesn't come out super fast, and it was never all at one time. I would think it was done, and then it would start again. And it just reminded me of being at work when we changed the baby's ostomies in the NICU, and they hate it. So they're like fighting against you. You usually have one nurse holding the baby down, another nurse like wiping, trying to clean things up and go as quickly as possible to get the new bag on, and usually another nurse that's like trying to hold the baby's pacifier in, because they hate it. So it kind of reminded me of that, because the more they fight you, the more stool they produce, and like they're flexing their abdominal muscles, so then more stool comes out. Which I wasn't doing any of those things. I wasn't fighting myself, and I sure as heck wasn't trying to get an ab workout. And so, yeah. But it took at least an hour. And I mean, by the end of it, I was so tired of, my head was straining like this the whole time, and I was just so exhausted from just standing there pretty much like waiting for it to stop. And my neck hurt, then my back hurt, and I was not a happy camper. Mom was trying to make jokes, and usually I can laugh about things when they're not going right, but I was not laughing about this. I was frustrated, I was ticked off, and it was the first time where I was like, oh my god, this thing sucks, and I hate it. So that took a lot out of me. Very much took a lot out of me yesterday. And that was like first thing in the morning, so it kind of set the tone for the whole day. I was very tired after that, and really I had to just kind of be on the phone a lot yesterday, trying to figure stuff out for work, if I can go to the skills fair or not, even though I'm technically not supposed to be at work. We're trying to figure that out. And I did call, this was the good news, the good part of the day, is I called my insurance company and asked them why the Hollister products weren't covered, but the Convatec were, and they're made from the same company. And I gave her the whole spiel that the lady from the Better Living Now is the mail order supply place that I'm going to get all my ostomy supplies from. And the Blue Cross and Blue Shield lady was awesome. It was one of the better conversations I've ever had with someone trying to get some stuff done through insurance. And I gave her the Better Living Now number, and she called them directly while I was on hold. And they couldn't figure out why they had told me that, because there really wasn't a reason that the Convatec supplies were sent to me and not the Hollister ones, because my plan covers both. They said as long as it was within our network, which this company is. So the Blue Cross and Blue Shield lady said, your Hollister supplies are being shipped to you today. So it pays to double check. Again, I am a firm believer that, I keep all my paperwork. I oftentimes double check and recheck to make sure what people are telling you is correct, because a lot of times in the medical industry, people just nod their head and believe whatever you say. Do your research. That's my spiel. Let's see. So after I got off the phone, which took most of the morning, then I started throwing things away, which was awesome. It felt really, really good to just get rid of a bunch of supplies that I should hopefully never need again. I posted a picture of some of the stuff that I threw away, and stuff like enemas and suppositories and crazy Japanese herbal medicines that I got from a chiropractor. That is kind of a funny story. I went to a chiropractor when all this was going on, just because some people had told me that they can really help with inflammatory diseases. Sometimes even if, your back's out or your neck's out, like all of that can reflect back to your GI system and inflammatory responses and all that stuff. So I went to this doctor here in Knoxville, and he gave me, like I said, some different herbal pills to try, and he did crack my back and helped my neck a little bit. And then he also tried to tell me that I had Lyme disease, which I went to my GI doctor and he laughed at me. So that was fun. And this chiropractor was doing this laser thing on me when I would go and see him, and it made you feel like you had the flu the next day. Like, I would feel like absolute dog crap for like 24 hours after this laser treatment, and then the next day I would just be this like ball of energy. So I give my GI doctor this whole spiel, and I was like, well, can you just do like a blood test? Just to see, maybe he's right, and maybe I do have this crazy Lyme disease. And my doctor's like, are you kidding me? He's like, insurance is not gonna pay for this. And I go, I don't care, I'll pay for it, whatever, just test me. So he went ahead and tested me. Lo and behold, comes back negative. So I quit going to him shortly after that, because A, that laser made me feel like crap, and B, I don't know that he exactly knew what he was talking about. So, let's see. So I got to throw away a bunch of that stuff, and that was like a really, really good feeling. I still have a ton of meds just in case, but hopefully I'm on the right track to getting healthy. Removing the colon is just the first step. So, then I went ahead and donated a drawer in my room to all my ostomy supplies, so I got those as organized as possible. Again, in 9 months, it'll be, well, 8.5 months, it'll be really nice to empty that drawer out and not have those supplies in there, but for now it's what I need, and that's just how it's got to be for a while. So then I was exhausted, even more so than after the ostomy fiasco in the morning. And so I took a good nap and woke up in time to watch most of the Olympic opening ceremonies. Very cool. And then shortly after that, I went to bed. It was just kind of a blah day. Just very chill. I don't even think I got out of my sweatpants. And I was pretty much too tired to even vlog. So today has been much better. Have had a lot more energy. Mom and I had a lunch here, and then we decided to go do some antiquing. There's a lot of cool antique stores in the Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area, and so we found some good stuff today, and I had a lot of fun. It was good for me just to walk around, and didn't really hardly spend very much money, but it was fun. It's like Mom's favorite thing to do, so of course she loved it. And then I took her to the Apple Barn, and we ate there at the restaurant. Their food is amazing, like just good old home cooked, like home style food. It was very, very good. We actually split a trio of their pot pie, their fried chicken, and what was the third thing? There was a third thing. I can't remember what it is now. But it was very, very good. And here it is 9 o'clock. We are going to drive to the hospital now, and I'm gonna get to take Mom up there, and as visitors, of course, and we are gonna go say hi to all my coworkers, and hopefully I'll get my baby fix, because I'm missing those little guys. It's hard being away. You wouldn't think that having a break would be such a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing, but I definitely miss them. So I'm very, very much excited to go see everyone and say hi. Really, the only other thing this week that's been different is I have not taken any pain pills for, I think this is the 3rd or 4th day, which is good. I don't even think, I think I've maybe taken some Tylenol here or there, but for the most part, I think everything's kind of settling the way that it should and is healing the way that it should, so I feel pretty good about that. I am rather emotional. Now, I don't know what exactly that has to do with, but I feel like every sweet gesture or every card or every nice post on Facebook or message or shoot, any sad song, and I'm welling up, ready to bawl like a baby. My best friend's getting married in October, and she sent me a picture of her in her wedding dress, and I just lost it, and I was like, oh my god, that's just a picture, what am I gonna do when I see her in the real thing? But that's definitely something different for me because, I mean, I've always cried, but I feel like kind of an emotional basket case right now. So, hmm, it's it's kind of interesting, I guess, but um, so, and it's not just like happy tears or sad tears or, and I'm definitely, I mean, I don't feel like I'm feeling sorry for myself at this point. Yesterday morning when I got mad, I didn't cry, but I was feeling sorry for myself, like stupid ostomy. I was not happy at all, but I seem to have gotten over it. Um, so yeah, that's about it for today. And I will see you all later.